Hello there, this is Vargas, and this is the third and last batch of DVDs that I picked up through Power Movies, which is a new Facebook seller that I'm buying stuff through. I just love movies and I like shopping around. Unfortunately, since I have literally no access to any sort of flea markets, where we're living, there is no flea market close by, unfortunately. And even before then, we stopped going to the flea markets because of the plague. You know, the plague really has stopped all of that. And thankfully, I still had Movie Freak. Movie Freak Bazaar is still my go-to guy to buy movies from. But now I have a second option through Power Movies. And yeah, got a bunch of stuff. And this is stuff that I bought progressively. I would buy a couple of movies one week, a couple more movies the other week, but I finally was able to go pick up the stuff that I had, so it's why I had a whole bunch of stuff to record. So let's get going before I start rambling on and on, as I tend to do. Starring Lance Henriksen, who, along with Michael Ironside, I've mentioned, are two of my favorite that guy actors. And I don't think they're that guy actors anymore because they're so well known. Of course, Michael Ironside and Lance Henriksen have been in a bunch of stuff. Some really odd, obscure stuff, but in everything I've seen Michael Ironside and Lance Henriksen, they're the standout actors in the movies. So I just love collecting stuff with Michael Ironside or Lance Henriksen. And this is a blind buy. I have not seen this movie. But it stars, again, Lance Henriksen and Lorenzo Lamas, who had a TV show a good couple of years back, and it's A Rapid Exchange. Again, know nothing about this movie. I don't know what it's about, but I bought it because it stars Lance Henriksen. This one I've seen through Movie Freak Bazaar and on back in the day with flea markets, but I've never seen the unrated DVD, so decided to pick it up. And it's Sisters, starring Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They did a couple of movies together. Well, I think Baby Mama was one, but I didn't like that one. This one was okay. This one was better. Usually Amy Poehler is like the mess in the movie, and Tina Fey plays the straight lady. Not the straight. She plays it like a serious character, but in this one they switched it. Now Amy Poehler is the serious character, and Tina Fey's the wild and crazy one, which I think is interesting. Also stars John Cena. Has a little segment there. Also stars John Leguizamo. So yeah, this one's pretty good. I didn't like Baby Mama again, but I did like this one. Even though I've heard a lot of people really don't like this one, but. To complete, finally, my Riddick collection, because I have Riddick, I have Pitch Black, I have the Chronicles of Riddick, I have the Riddick movie that came out, the newer one, but I was missing Dark Fury, and it's an animated series, an animated mini-movie, done by the guy that did AM Flux, and it's Dark Fury. Wasn't a big fan of the animation of AM Flux, if I must admit. Not a big fan of that kind of animation, but yeah, this one was pretty good. I do want to get the PlayStation 3 game. There's a PlayStation 3 game that came out. It's called Riddick Assault on Butcher Bay, I think. I would like to get, because the character of Riddick is very interesting, and I would like to see another entry. Instead of seeing so many damn Fast and the Furious, I would like to see a new chapter in the Riddick universe. But as of now, I have the whole Riddick collection. Picked up Castaway, the 2-disc widescreen edition. I have a single-disc full-screen edition of Castaway, but I found a 2-disc widescreen, so of course I was going to pick it up because of the special features. I will double dip on a movie if it does have more special features, and this one does. This is a blind buy, but it's because it's a silent movie, a silent Western movie. I've never seen a silent Western movie. This came out in 1926. I've seen silent horror movies, I've seen silent artsy movies, but I've never seen a silent Western movie, which is unique. So I picked up this one, which is called The Winning of Barbara Worth. It comes in this. This probably was a part of a box set, but I'm not a big fan of these thin. I mean, they're great because they don't occupy that much space, but they're really flimsy. But yeah, I've never seen a Western silent movie, so I decided to pick it up. Finally, another one of those situations where it's a movie that I thought I owned, but now that I'm organizing stuff in the movie room, it turns out I don't own it. So that's always annoying. But I finally picked up a copy of G.I. Jane. Yeah, just really surprised I didn't have this one. Stars Demi Moore. I remember this was a big deal because she shaved her head. And she was doing a really badass military movie. But yeah, really surprised I didn't have that one. Picked up the special collector's edition of An Officer and a Gentleman. I bought An Officer and a Gentleman a couple of months ago, but the copy that I bought was probably like the first DVD release that came out. This one is the collector's edition, has a different cover, and it also has special features, whereas the one that I own does not. So again, I will double dip on a movie if it has special features. To add to my never-ending Nicolas Cage collection, A Score to Settle. I've mentioned this in the last video. Much like Jackie Chan, I love collecting movies with Nicolas Cage. He's always amazing in the movies, even though the movies are horrible. He's the best part of the movie. He's not as flashy as Jackie Chan. I mean, the reason why I love Jackie Chan is because he does his own stunts, and they're funny movies, and they're really great. Jackie Chan movies are amazing to me. But Nicolas Cage is a beast of a different color because even when he's like not giving it his all, he's still good at it. But when Nicolas Cage is on and he's full on Nicolas Cage, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I just love it. So I picked up this one because of the Cage Man. Also picked up a movie that I've been hunting for a while, and I finally got, and I got a really good set package from the Dragon Dynasty. This is Jackie Chan in Robin B. Hood, and this is a movie I've been one of his later ones. And this again, he's older in this movie, so what he's able to do is still impressive. I mean, I'm younger than Jackie Chan, and there's no way that I could do half the stuff that he does in his movies, but this one's more comedy, but it still has him doing martial arts, and but yeah, it's Jackie Chan. I will pick up anything with Jackie Chan. And yeah, the Dragon Dynasty usually has a lot of really cool special features. This one only has an audio commentary, which is disappointing, but I really like the Dragon Dynasty. I want to collect more of the Dragon Dynasty collection because they usually have put out really good sets. Speaking of Jackie Chan, I picked up Shaolin because Jackie Chan's in the cover. That's Jackie Chan. His name is in the credits, but he's not in it that much. It's really just a cameo that he does. But I have a whole bunch of movies like that where it has Jackie Chan on the cover, and he's only in it for like a scene. But he's on the cover, so, and his name is in the credits, so that usually is enough for me to buy it, but he's not in the movie that much. And the last one, I picked up a 2-disc widescreen edition of Tom Cruise and The Last Samurai. I already have this movie as I was going through the collection, but I have the full screen version, and I used to buy a lot of full screen because I used to have one of those old tube TVs, but as widescreens, flat screens, LED plasma TVs became more popular, those full screen movies look weird, but so now I have to track down the widescreen version to make so it looks better on the flat screen TVs. But yeah, this was a really good movie. I mentioned this before. I love samurai culture, and this was a really good samurai movie. It's a typical movie about a Westerner that encounters a different culture, and he's learns about the culture, and he loves the culture, and then he's thrown in conflict between, you know, his roots and his new culture, and it's like Dances with Wolves, like Avatar. It's the same kind of movie, but this one is extra special for me because it's about samurais. So yeah. So that was the last of the DVD updates. I actually forgot to do this, and I tend to do that when I'm talking about movies that I bought in a bunch. I actually forgot to do the recommendation. So out of this bunch, I'm going to recommend Robin B. Hood. Yes, because I am a Jackie Chan movie, but it really is a lot of fun. I really, really love collecting Jackie Chan movies. So yeah, this was the bunch of movies I bought through Power Movies. I do have, like I said, a couple of movies I bought through Movie Freak Bazaar, but I have to go pick them up, so you will eventually see me sharing those DVDs when I actually go with him to pick up the stuff. So expect that down the way. But until I see you all again, please stay safe. Take care during these still plague-ridden times. Hope everything is relatively back to normal with you guys. But I'll see you on the next pickup video. Till then, bye.